Hi, today we're going to learn how to use VPN to stay secure and private online. Wow, this is a tough job. Just kidding. When you use NordVPN, all it takes is just a single click. See for yourself. Click, and you're browsing securely on public Wi-Fi. Click, your ISP can't see what you do online. Click, and you're in a different country. Well, virtually. Any device you have there, NordVPN has you covered. Everything else is just details. But if you care to know more, NordVPN has more than 5,000 servers all over the world. It protects your sensitive data with advanced encryption, shields you from malware and phishing sites, and keeps no logs of your online activity.
Click link in the description and get 68% discount for your first order. Creating a basic, easy pattern. Open up a new small canvas. To do so, click on File New. This canvas will be the thing that is repeated throughout your pattern. Whatever size this canvas is will be the size of each repeated item in the picture. For now, set the height and width to 100 pixels or so, then zoom in the plus key to see the pattern up close. You can change the canvas size later, so don't worry about getting it exactly right the first time if you're struggling. You can choose any type of background, from white to transparent, depending on your desired pattern. If you're just practicing, place a dot in the very middle of the frame. This will end up creating a polka dot pattern. Rename the pattern and hit OK to save your new pattern. This is all you have to do. Once you've finished renaming, your pattern will now appear in the Patterns menu. Creating perfectly repeating patterns. Open a new canvas and create your pattern. Start by just drawing, copying, or adding the images you want in your pattern. The size of the canvas will be the size of each repeating piece of the pattern later on, so remember this as you're working. Offset your pattern using the Filters menu. In the top bar, click on Filters Other Offset. This will slide the pattern slightly, making it easier to repeat perfectly. Make sure you set the following settings. Vertical offset, set to half of your image's height. If you have a 600 tall canvas, set the vertical offset to 300. Horizontal offset, for now, set this to 0. Wrap around, make sure that this setting is checked. Offset the pattern again, this time focusing on the horizontal offset. Again, use Filters Other Offset to pull up the appropriate menu. Then set the following settings. Vertical offset, set this to 0. Horizontal offset, set this to half of your image's total width. If the width is 100, you set the horizontal offset to 50. Wrap around, make sure that this setting is checked. Fill in any gaps created in your pattern by the offsetting. When the filter is put into effect, it moves some of your pattern over. You can, however, use copy and paste or create new drawings to fill in the small spaces if you desire. Remember to flatten your image again if you decide to create more layers or images. Offset the image one more time, focusing on the vertical offset if the four corners are not yet meeting. Remember, this pattern wants to repeat perfectly, so that each side should be balanced with the other. For example, if your pattern is made up of stick figures and the top of a head pokes out the bottom of the pattern, that figure's body should be right on the top edge of the pattern so that they match up when repeated. To get this, offset the image one more time, using the same settings as the first time. Vertical offset, set to half of your image's height. If you have a 600 tall canvas, set the vertical offset to 300. Horizontal offset, for now, set this to 0. Wrap around, make sure that this setting is checked. Test your pattern with Edit Fill. Open up a new canvas, one at least 3 minutes 4 times bigger than your pattern. To use the pattern, select Fill from the Edit menu, then choose Pattern from the Use box. You can then choose your pattern from the Custom Pattern menu. The Pattern Stamp tool, found under the Clone Stamp tool, allows you to paint a pattern on the image.